Hi, I'm Liessshy, and today we are checking out the HyperX Armada 25 gaming monitor. This is a 25-inch full HD monitor with a 240Hz refresh rate, making it a fantastic monitor for a fast-paced gamer. It has a 1 millisecond response time and also has G-Sync and FreeSync compatibility alongside that high refresh rate. What I love most about this screen is that it is packaged with its own monitor mount, so it's great for that floating screen setup. So let's get into my thoughts and opinions on the HyperX Armada 25 gaming monitor. This screen is aimed at serious gamers and streamers who want a competitive edge. It's priced at $719 Australian, and I do have my thoughts on that, which we'll discuss later. I usually run on two 27-inch monitors, so I did think that this would be a little too small for me, but I found that it's actually a perfect size. It has two HDMI 2.0 ports as well as a DisplayPort 1.4, so there's enough ports to hook up multiple devices. Included in the box is a HyperX DisplayPort cable. It also has a few different brightness and color presets for you to choose from. The first thing I want to note is that I am using it with my gaming laptop. The laptop is a ROG Zephyrus M16 with the following specs. Strangely enough though, I actually can't get the screen to 240Hz with this laptop. I'm thinking it's because I am plugging the screen into the HDMI port of the laptop because the laptop doesn't have a display port, but instead of sitting at 200Hz, which is what it should be at, it actually sits at 199.8Hz, which is kind of weird. I tried to plug it into my MacBook to see if there was a difference, and I can actually get 240Hz on my MacBook Pro. What I found though was the screen looks really blurry and just not as great, so I definitely wouldn't recommend using it with a Mac. It's definitely a gaming monitor that needs a PC. Next up, and this does tie into the refresh rate point slightly, but it is the price point. This monitor is $719. You get a 240Hz 1080p full HD 25-inch monitor, as well as a monitor mount and display cable. However, for $779, you can get a 165Hz 1440p HDR compatible Quad HD screen that's 27 inches. And that also comes with the mount and display cable. I personally think that the Armada 25 monitor is slightly high of a price point for what you get. I'm someone with the impression that 240Hz is a bit overkill, but I don't play a lot of first-person shooter games anymore like I used to. I also think that this day and age, 1080p sucks for gaming. I personally like running on a minimum of 1440p, and I do think that this screen should have 1440p, but for the extra $60, you can get a 1440p screen that is capped at 165Hz, which in my opinion is still quite good. So it kind of makes me think, why does this screen exist at the $719 price point? I'd love to know your thoughts on this topic, because if HyperX are not giving us a 1440p screen here, but for an extra $60 are giving us a 1440p screen, it makes me think that this particular screen should be lowered in price point. I feel like around the $600 to $650 mark is a little bit more reasonable, but I would love to know your thoughts in the comments, so let me know. If I was presented with the Armada 25 and the Armada 27 and I was told to pick one, I would straight away lean towards the Armada 27. It really isn't that much of an extra cost for a better resolution and probably still a fantastic running screen. So answer this question for me. Do you think 240Hz is reasonable, or is it overkill? For me, I definitely think that it's a little overkill, and I'd be more than happy with 165Hz, but let me know in the comments. This is my line of thinking, and don't get me wrong, the Armada 25 is a fantastic screen. It really runs smoothly, it looks great, has great colors, and it pops a lot. But I do think these days I'm definitely more of a resolution girl over a refresh rate girl, because I don't play first-person shooters as much anymore. And although both are quite important, I do enjoy a nicer looking game. On that note though, a screen does have to have a good refresh rate. I wouldn't go out and buy a 4K monitor that sits at 60Hz, that's just stupid. But I do think you can get both well balanced for a good price. But overall, I do think this is a great monitor. Like I said before, the colors and brightness really pop, and I do love how it looks when I'm gaming with a variety of games that I play, as well as using it for general productivity and work use. I love the mount that it comes with. It is super easy to assemble and the gas lift works extremely well. I found it's actually quite easy for a single person installation. I was worried that I would need help to get it all set up, but I can do it on my own, which means you'll be able to as well. The monitor on its own before you mount it is extremely lightweight, and it has the really simple lock-in system to the mount, so I really think the design choices and the build quality is fantastic. I think this would fit into any gaming setup really well. If you are looking for some new monitors, you can mount a couple to the mounting pole pretty seamlessly. You can rock that dual setup really well too. The fact that you can rotate it in portrait mode, or you can have them side by side in landscape, I think is great. And it just looks so seamless on the desk. I think it's really cool to see HyperX expand their horizons a little bit more and go into the monitor market. It definitely was something I personally wasn't expecting. So to see these out there, I think is a really good thing. And I'm really excited to see what the general public do think about them, because I do think this particular one is a fantastic screen. I just think it's priced wrong for what it is. So it'd be really interesting to see, you know, what the average consumers out there who buy it think. But I know if I was to go to the shops and purchase one, I would absolutely lean towards the Armada 27 for that extra $60. Thank you so much to HyperX for sending over the Armada 25 for review, and I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on this monitor. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!